Tuesday for fun and games and play for cash. That's right. Sylvia Mint, the fun word guessing game is back and you can come aboard and play. It's simple. Just email us your name and contact information and you are in there, baby. Yeah.
Hey, it is another Wednesday on Tim's Tidbits. I am Smooth Tim, and my co-host, the handsome man over here, is Larry E. What is happening, Larry?
Nothing, man, chilling. You good?
Hey, we good. I guess everybody's getting a little bit of weather. Y'all got that down in Texas a bit too, yes?
Oh, now it's 80 degrees.
I thought it was
Hey,
raining, and then you had some like tornadoes popping around here and there.
so it was like during the first time it was, I think that day was like 75, 80. Tornado hit it, went 50 to 30, 40. Then it rained, then it got hot. I don't know.
Oh, Texas
Still lost.
springtime weather.
Yeah, yeah.
Typical. Typical. Oh, yeah. Anyhow, hey, man, welcome everybody to the show. Appreciate y'all tuning in and being there. And hey, shout out to Queen Sylvie, my woman. I think, oh, you got a shout out to your woman too. Didn't she just have a recent birthday?
Yeah, we had a birthday brunch. It was on. Then we had to double up. You know what I'm saying? I did a threesome. A lot of men don't dream about doing threesome. I did a threesome. I had a birthday party for my wife, her cousin, and my cousin. All of them had their birthday party on the same day. So I pulled a threesome off. It was crazy, man. Family came from out of town. Both families merged. It was crazy, man. Loved it. It was just fantastic.
Good job. I'm sure everybody appreciated what you did.
Yeah.
Anyhow, hey, and on one thing I want to say before we even get started out, here in Toledo, a 3-year-old girl somehow inadvertently grabbed a gun, shot herself in the head. She's like in critical condition in the hospital. Our hearts and prayers are going out to this little girl. That's a damn shame that something like that ever has to happen. And if you do have a weapon in your house, people, secure it. Keep it away from the kids. That's all I can
Yes.
say.
Things locked up, they're for safety, protection, not to accidentally kill someone. Come on,
Hey,
man. We gotta be better than that.
yeah, we do. Yes, we do, Larry. Anyhow, hey, let's get on to some stuff. Hey, I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but down in Florida, they are working on what is called Florida Bill 999. And
Mm.
basically what it's doing, and it's kind of like, anti-Black Lives Matter, stop promoting all this kind of stuff. But a lot of it they think could severely affect your black fraternities, sororities, and especially your historic black universities, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So here, let's check out this little video, and then let's get back and discuss this. See what you think.
Black Greek letter organizations in Florida colleges are worried they will be banned from the state's campuses. They're pointing to a specific bill that's making moves now in the Florida House. Students say House Bill 999 would eliminate African-American fraternities and sororities. Tonight, On Your Side's Tristan Hardy has been looking very carefully into this.
Very carefully indeed. Now, posts have been making rounds on social media claiming House Bill 999 will remove Black Greek-lettered organizations from Florida's college campuses. But the bill doesn't necessarily say that. House Bill 999 was authored by Republican Representative Alex Andrade of Pensacola. In the original writing of the bill, there were concerns about this line. Florida colleges wouldn't be able to use funds that, quote, promote, support, or maintain any programs or campus activities that support diversity, equity, and inclusion. During a legislative committee meeting, Representative Andrade said the bill would not impact black fraternities or sororities.
How does this impact the Divine Nine, black sororities and fraternities, and their ability to host social justice events, voters registration events, social justice to each other's peers?
Representative Henson, it does not. It does not affect them at all.
The writing of the bill has since been updated March 15th. Now it reads, quote, students' fees to support student-led organizations are permitted, notwithstanding any speech or expressive activity by such organizations that would otherwise violate this subsection.
I would never do anything to harm or infringe or do away with the opportunity for students coming up behind me.
Representative Andrade talked to me on the phone Monday. He says student-led organizations are not affected.
That regardless of what that student-led organization espouses, believes in, promotes, the restrictions in the bill regarding DEI administrators do not apply to them.
Now, Representative Andrade says, please excuse me, he says that getting rid of black fraternities and sororities is far from the truth, and we're working on getting a legal expert to read the bill so we can independently confirm for ourselves. In the studio, I'm Tristan Hardy, First Coast News, on your side.
What do you think?
They kind of backtracked. They kind of changed it. I don't think they meant then to like infringe upon the rights of the fraternities, but.
Right. And I mean, and I think I think that's important. You know, I think, you know, to continue that, and especially, you know, anytime you have a fraternity or a sorority, and it doesn't matter if it's black, white, Hispanic, Asian, what's it really matter? You're creating the fraternity means a brotherhood. Fraternity means people before you, after you. You are looking out for each other, have each other's back, and that's what it's all about.
Well, the majority of those politicians, they are part of fraternities.
I imagine they probably are. They were Greek at one time.
Yeah, the majority of them are. So 9 times out of 10, if you went to college and with a football player or a politician or whatever, you joined a fraternity. So there's no way that you're going to write out fraternities. So I think they worded it wrong. They didn't word it properly where it didn't seem like they were excluding fraternities.
It may have been too open for interpretation. I think what you want to do is close some of those loopholes that could possibly say, well, hey, because you're out here, you know, promoting this type of voting or this type of behavior, we don't like it. You guys are out.
Yeah, but I can say that because then does that go for the KKK? Does it go for those organizations that are spreading their hate and spreading white white power or even black power or whatever power? So if they're trying to eliminate stuff like things like that, that's creating hate and creating
extremists.
How can I say?
Let's call them an extremist. And I don't care if you're extremist, left, right, wherever. If you're an extremist and it does promote violence against another culture, person, or whatever, yeah, it should not be.
Kind of the Trump incident when they stormed the Capitol, you know, so that'll be a great example of that, trying to eliminate that, try to prevent that from happening again, you know.
Right. I mean, you know, you are inciting violence.
Yeah. So,
you know, it's kind of hard for him to say, you know, he didn't incite violence.
Yeah, he can't say he didn't because he did. I'm like,
you know,
he did that.
You fired up the crowd, dude. So, you know,
black folks will say, hey, he did that. You know what I'm saying? He did that. He incited the violence. So yes, he's guilty of that. You can't avoid that. It's all written all over the paper, all his face. He did that. So, but we don't need that crap.
No, we don't need that crap, not whatsoever. Anyhow, yeah, I just kind of thought that was an interesting little piece that I thought it would be. We at least owe it to the viewers. If you hear it passing across on the news, or you see it, especially on social media, you got a little bit of more insight that, you know, what that Bill 999 is all about. And apparently they're still trying to figure out exactly the contents of it. And I thought that was interesting that they're going to have their legal expert take a look at it so it can really be interpreted. We'll see.
I get what they're saying, so it makes sense. Just got to make sure the way you got to word it properly. So.
Yep. Yeah, so that you're not picking on one particular culture and or another just because of, you know, yeah, exactly. In any event, unbelievable. We're always talking about artificial intelligence and the stuff that goes on, and apparently, you got to check out this video. Let's check out the video, and then it's always about AI. I don't know. We need to be scared of this stuff.
Now, here's something that should trouble every middle manager and every white-collar worker in the country. A new AI machine is called ChatGPT. It's passed and it's topped some of America's most challenging exams, such as an MBA and the bar admission exam. Now, James, What does this artificial intelligence herald for the white collar workforce if it's, can outdo most human workers?
Well, it's concerning, Corey. And look, there's been artificial intelligence used in farming. I know when I was working within the strawberry industry, we had artificial intelligence that was being developed to pick strawberries. But the reality is we've got over 400,000 job vacancies in this country right now, with about 490,000 unemployed. You can't tell me that people are rushing to get these jobs. So naturally, what has to occur, if you want productivity in your business and you want to keep afloat, you want to keep business moving, you've got to come up with strategies and ways in which to be able to fill the workforce. Now, AI doesn't cost anything. Once you've implemented it, AI doesn't take sick days. AI doesn't get pregnant. AI doesn't require maternity leave. So I can see why more and more businesses are going down this path. It is scary. It just reminds me of those Terminator movies and what progress it'll make in the next 10 to 20 years, because technology's only getting smarter, and it leaves some humans on this planet for dead.
Yeah, Daisy, I've got to explain quickly my own experience with ChatGPT. I put in something about the WEF trying to take over the world, and the Autobot came back and said, that's not true, you're a conspiracy theorist and everything else. Should we be scared because they can be programmed to regurgitate whatever they want?
Oh, I think we should be terrified of AI. I'm certainly terrified of AI. Well, so obviously for the reasons that James said, but also because they can be programmed to be political and just to barrack for certain causes should they choose. And given the people who program them and put them together, are sort of software engineers like way out of Silicon Valley who are notoriously left-wing. I mean, would you put it past any of them to program this kind of propaganda into artificial intelligence? I certainly wouldn't. Yes, so yes, it absolutely terrifies me, Corey.
Damn, she terrifies me. I wouldn't want to make her mad.
No,
Shit.
but I mean, can you believe that you could artificial intelligence pass the bar, pass all these entrance exams?
Hey, Tim, I'm not surprised because people use computers to write the exams. Those computers put the exams are put in, and they're created by the computers. Human beings don't really have time to sit there and create a whole bar exam. I'm pretty sure they take a slew of questions from somewhere, implement them in the program, and create the test from that. So the computer already knows the answers. That's a no-brainer for me. Computer knows the answers, so of course it's going to pass it. Now, when they're saying that it's going to take people's jobs, yes. And no sick days. Yes, they don't have sick days. Then they say no paternity leave. They don't get pregnant. Okay, but computers will get a virus. They will get hacked. So there are pros and cons on both sides. But there's nothing better than having a human being that you can trust and depend on that's going to come to work. And I know some people that will come to work religiously and not take a day off. Oh. I know women that have a baby at work and keep on working after they pull the baby out, and then the husband take it home. They'll still stay there and go to work. So computers are not that much better than people. All right. So you got some good people on this earth that can outwork a computer.
When I retired, this is gospel truth. When I retired, I had a year and a half of sick leave.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And why?
Yeah, I'm like, because computers can't really outwork people.
Oh, I think, it's still, I have to, you still have to have some of that interpersonalness, and it depends, I guess, what you're marketing. But I mean, if you want some type of a technical answer or a legal answer, and I guess why not ask AI, because they could probably find that a lot quicker than a legal assistant.
Man, it's hard enough now trying to get human beings to give you a straight answer on the telephone when you're trying to get something done. Why would you want a computer to do it?
But they would look at, if you was going to look at that as the example that I gave, they're going to be looking at case history. You didn't get Mirandized properly because that's Miranda versus Arizona, blah, 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 right?
Yeah. Yeah,
that kind of stuff. And it would look at that case history and say, well, this applies, blah, 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 use this as a defense, use this as a way to prosecute, that kind of shit is what I was thinking. As far as sales, stuff like that, you still need to have a person. There still needs to be human beings doing stuff. I mean, We created the monster. We just need to learn how to work with it and keep it under control.
Yeah, AI is coming. It's going to be part. It's moving forward. We should be advancing into it. So it's just that we just can't just put everything in the hands of a programmer in a computer that doesn't have a brain, a heart. Let's rephrase that: a heart.
A heart. You know, the funny thing was, and I talked to Queen Sylvia about this. I said, you know, they have this going on, and you know, they said that they fixed it. They took that off the market, and they said that it can't have, just like they did that other one, right? That made the smart remarks and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right.
But it's too late. You know, if that code is already out there, they wrote the code, right? So it's out there. So, I mean, it's not, even if they did take it off the market, it's still, I don't care. It's still out there. It's kind of like anything else.
Yeah,
Once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with technology moving forward. Just got to make sure that we don't abuse it like we abuse everything else. Am I right?
Oh, keeping it 100.
We abuse everything we get that's good, and some we end up messing it up, and that's everybody. We abuse it. You don't abuse anything.
There's only one thing I ever abused growing up, Larry.
I abuse Crown, you know, but that's between me and Crown. That's the only thing I may abuse is Crown Raw and some 7-Up. But I can honestly say when it comes to technology, I'm not one of those super tech guys. I like technology that benefits me, and I don't want my technology to overwhelm me and to be my burden. So I just use technology as it goes. But it's coming, so it's part of our evolution. So.
Yeah, I just kind of got into it as an evil necessity. I needed to be able to create a database to keep track of all this stuff that I was doing and working with. And well, you know, sometimes you have no choice.
I don't remember phone numbers anymore. You know, I remember the phone numbers are called normally, but back in the day, you know, you had to remember phone numbers.
I can't recall mine, and yeah, about the only thing I can remember is my childhood phone number.
When's the last time you saw a calendar on the wall? You don't need them. They're on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need calendars anymore. You don't need encyclopedias because you got Google, you know, stuff like that has changed.
You got Wikipedia telling you lies.
Wikipedia, yeah. I'm like, stuff like that you can use for reports and stuff like that or whatever. You know, just can't abuse it. You know, if you just study for a test and you need to take it online and you know you be doing stuff online that you shouldn't be doing.
Or get yourself an AI chatbot and take the test for you.
Ooh, yeah, especially if you ain't got to show up.
That's what I'm wondering is how they're going to control the cheating when it comes to that kind of stuff.
They're going to make the test harder, but people still going to cheat. It's going to take a person to, instead of getting a 4-year degree, they're going to get the degree in 1 year with the AI.
You have to be a freaking genius to be able to pass the damn test, right?
Passing bar exam. Somebody gonna pass that bar exam and get into court. They ain't gonna know shit about the case. I object. We ain't even started yet. Oh, my bad. I passed the bar though. Yeah. Can you imagine me in court as a lawyer? I object everything.
I object to absolutely everything. Wait, no, it'd be your artificial bot. You'd have that one of the little robot. I object.
Hey, you might have my bar. I passed the bar exam right there. But you ain't won the case. I don't care. I passed the bar. Shit. I'll learn as I go.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, AI.
Thank you, AI, man. Hey, anyhow, sometimes California does some stuff right. You know, but you know, they're getting flooded out right now. But besides being flooded out, they have a bill that they're putting on to vote, I guess would be what you would say. And it has to do with a discussion you and I have been having over the past several months. Actually,
proposed legislation in the California State Assembly could see a host of popular candies and foods, including Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, and Pez, as well as some types of Campbell's soup, potentially banned. The goal is to crack down on 5 common food additives that have been linked to cancer and organ damage. 3 of those additives are already banned in the EU. Democratic Assembly member Jesse Gabriel, who represents part of the San Fernando Valley, proposed the legislation and joins us live now to discuss. Assembly member, good to see you. Thanks for coming back on the show. So this headline freaks a lot of people out. Explain to us what exactly you're trying to do here.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Thank you so much for having me. It's good to see you. So we are, just to be clear, we are not trying to ban any particular type of food, any type of product. We are just trying to ban the use of 5 toxic chemicals that have well-documented risks of harm, chemicals that are linked to cancer, reproductive issues, developmental and behavioral issues in kids. And they are already banned in the EU. All 5 of them are already banned in the EU. Many of them are banned in countries like the UK and Canada and Brazil. Many companies out there in the private sector have stopped using them. Coke, Pepsi, Gatorade, Papa John's, Dunkin' Donuts, Panera, others have moved away from these chemicals because they understand that they cause harm to kids. And so what we're asking these companies to do is what they've already done in Europe, which is to switch their recipes, to find different ingredients. They can still make these candies. They still have Skittles in Europe. They still have a lot of these wonderful candies that people eat in Europe. They have just taken out a few ingredients that are really, really dangerous, particularly for young people. I'm the father of 3 little kids. It's important to me that we're protecting all of our kids here in the state of California. And so we want these companies to do the right thing, to do the responsible thing, to shift up their recipes and to protect our families and our consumers here in the state of California.
Don't you think?
Yeah, we talked about that. You know, I guess he's from California, one of those senators passing bills and stuff. What they'll do about the homeless people down there? Okay, it's just, they pass them. I understand that, what they're trying to do, but they got bigger issues.
I know they got bigger issues, but I think what I found impressive about it, Larry, was that it's somebody starting to make a difference about exactly what we've talked about, is that how many companies can just run rampant with this poison. They know it's toxic, they know it does you harm, and just nobody's doing anything about it. So now finally California says, and who cares? Yeah, they got a million things going on. Don't we all? But at least they're trying to do something.
I give them that, you know. I give them that, you know, because they trying to, you know, they say you really can't fix a broken adult, but you can do something with the children. So you know what I'm saying. So I can see that, you know. But do you think that after all these years of all this cancerous poison we consume, now all of a sudden you think people are they're going to jump on the bandwagon? Do you think they're going to do it? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think the bill's going to pass?
Well, I think they know you got a lot of things it does. Cancer, dementia, you know, kidney disease. So there's a lot of people that can relate emotionally because they've had a family member that's died and or is affected by that. So, yeah, I think it'll take a foothold.
How long do you think it'll take for it to go through, for the whole transition to go if the bill is passed?
I don't know how long it would take.
And if it's just certain chemicals, certain
you know,
candies,
sometimes they can make that a dead bill. You know, remember when they'll just let something sit there forever and just hopefully go away? Who knows?
Or if those companies pay them off, because when I saw those some big companies, Campbell's, Pears, Sour Patch Kids candies,
Skittles, yeah,
Skittles. Oh man, you messing with Skittles recipe? That's going to be a march on that.
Yeah, the red and the yellow. They want to get rid of that red, red dye number. Red dye, yeah.
Nobody eats those anyway. We on those purple Skittles now. We on the purples and tropical punch Skittles. No one really get down with the red ones no more, man. That's old school. That's for people like me and you. We don't get down. Kids, they popping up right now.
Yeah, so take them out of the pack and then, case solved. There we go. We just figured it all out. Not going to cost you a whole lot of money. Just stop making red and yellow Skittles.
That's it. Just stop making them and then concentrate on the ones that people are getting. The purple ones and other flavors are delicious.
Yeah, especially the ones. What are those with the sour ones? Those are good too.
You like Sour Patch? You like those?
Oh yeah, I like Sour Patch. You know.
I'm not. I don't really, because it's like they just put too much salt on it. Then once you get through the salt, it ain't really like the Sour Patch anymore. It's just Salty Patch to me. You know.
Salty Patch.
Not my favorite. It's not my favorite, man. So.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. Anyhow, hey, moving on. Do you know that Florida likes to make the news? I'll tell you, they're unbelievable. But
Florida.
Apparently, they're going to pass a law, Larry, that you can get ticketed for driving too slow on the interstate.
Thank you, Florida. We need that in Texas.
The wild and often scary world, as Dave's story illustrates, of driving in South Florida. The latest, cracking down on those slow left lane drivers. That's the goal of a new Florida bill being discussed by lawmakers. WPTV News Channel 5's Danielle Seat talking to drivers and road safety experts today about the good and the bad that could come out of all of this.
I have no patience, so I'm like going crazy.
Move, learn how to drive.
The cause of quite a bit of frustration for drivers.
Why are they going so slow? Like, go faster? Like, this is unsafe?
Behind the wheel.
Slow driver in the left lane.
Frustration that can lead to aggressive driving.
Makes you have to make a decision. Do I go around him on the right? Do I give him the high beams? Do I blow my horn? Do I tailgate him?
House Bill 421 would make it easier for law enforcement officers to penalize drivers for cruising in the left lane.
Pass on the left, stay on the right.
And that's the goal of the bill. As the law currently stands, drivers are supposed to move over if they reasonably know that a faster motorist is overtaking them. However, this bill, proposed by Representative Jenna Persons-Malika, makes it clear that driving in the left lane is solely for passing on roads with 2 lanes or more with a speed limit of at least 65 miles per hour. Most drivers tell us it's a stricter law that's long overdue.
I'm irritated. I mean, I have a 9 to 5, so I'm on a rush hour both ways.
However, not all drivers.
I'm the guy that's going slow.
This South Florida native says that he sits in the left lane to slow people down.
They may want to be in the left lane, but they're going too fast in the left lane.
South Florida driving instructor with ZG Driving School, Frank Zarita, says that pumping the brakes in the left lane might slow things down, but not in a good way.
I think the main concern will be getting hit from behind because, people are not expecting other drivers to be slower than the speed limit on the fast lane.
If passed, the law would take effect January 1st, and drivers in violation would receive a ticket with a fine of up to $158. Reporting in Palm Beach County, I'm Danielle Seat, WPTV News Channel 5.
Yep.
You agree with that 100%, huh?
I drive every day, man. Don't you hate? Listen, I don't know if, before y'all left, right here on I-20, the speed limit is now 70. Before y'all left, it was 60.
Mm-hmm.
These fools are still driving 60 in all the lanes.
It's not 70 through Dallas.
No, if you're on I-20 coming from Arlington, from Fort Worth and all that, coming off 820 and all that, it's all 70. It changes to
I would
70.
think the 30 would be 70, but I'm wondering, because, yeah, you don't really go through Dallas.
I think 30 could be 72, yeah. But I-20 is 70. Yeah, the I-20. Yeah, it's 70. It's all 70. They
You're going through a very, there's a lot of stuff right there. Yeah, that's kind of fast for that area.
They need to get it. They're trying to control the traffic because
they got the express lanes in there too, yeah.
Well, no, it's no express lane. We come through Grand Prairie on 20 or whatever, and Grand Prairie, Arlington, that little stretch of road.
You lose the express lanes coming into Grand Prairie, right?
Well, coming out, going to Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you start getting onto the Mixmaster when you're going to Houston and everything. All that is now 70, and people are still driving slow, man. It kills me. Because you got to understand, I was in California a long time ago, and the speed limit was 70 down there. Years, almost 20 years ago. We just not getting it, and they still don't want to drive it. And then I remember when they were driving 75 and 70, now it's 70, they're driving 60.
That one guy was a real dick, wasn't he?
Well, I drive in the left lane on purpose just to make sure they slow down. They shouldn't be speeding anyhow. I'm like, what an asshole.
Who is he? Is he asshole of the week? Because he needs to
He ought to be. No, he's not, but he really should ought to be.
Man, it ain't your right to tell somebody to slow down. If they want to drive the speed limit, let them drive. You get your slow butt out the way. Get into the right lane, dude.
I couldn't believe what he said. Yeah, well, I'm that guy, Oh,
like he's a highway patrol cop, just citizen.
A wannabe?
Patrol cop.
He's one of those wannabes I always wanted to be.
Out of here, dude.
He carries flares, have all kinds of stuff in his, so he can help out.
He got flares. He got like the fake plastic badge you buy.
I'm here to help you.
Yeah, you buy like the costume for Halloween. He got that.
Hey, one never knows, man. Anyhow, you said something a little bit about this just as we was a little back in the show, and that is apparently we have pending indictment coming up with Mr. Trump and
another one.
Well, hey, it's wait a second. It's not this one. Let me check this out. So it's not this one.
We want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state. I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break.
You know, it's amazing that he says he didn't try to influence anything, but you got him caught on tape. Anyhow, let's get on with the he may be getting indicted part. Let's find out what the heck I am talking about, what that's all about. I just had to share.
Dude's in trouble every week.
He's in trouble. Well, he can't help it.
And now to developments in the Manhattan District Attorney's investigation into former President Trump.
We are learning the grand jury in the case will hear from a last-minute witness as Trump claims an arrest could come in a matter of days.
This morning, sources tell ABC News the Manhattan grand jury investigating former President Trump over a hush payment to a porn actress will hear from an additional witness. Bob Costello is an attorney and longtime Trump ally. At one point, represented Michael Cohen, who's a key witness for the district attorney's office since he wrote the $130,000 check to Stormy Daniels. The DA is still not saying whether he will charge Trump with a crime, but he is saying he will not be intimidated. In an email to staff obtained by ABC News, DA Alvin Bragg said, "We do not tolerate attempts to intimidate our office." The message followed a social media post by Trump this weekend saying he would be arrested Tuesday and calling for protests, some already rallying outside his Mar-a-Lago estate.
He is the most godly, the most wonderful president that we've ever had. He does not need to go to jail over a bunch of people lying. So it just infuriates me.
Trump's attorney saying this.
Let's see if they arrest him, but I'll tell you what, if they choose to do so for a misdemeanor, which frankly he didn't even do, it is going to cause mayhem. If this is what we're doing in this country, you better secure the premises because it's dangerous. You know, people are going to get upset.
ABC's John Carl asking former Vice President Pence about the possible indictment.
It just feels like a politically charged prosecution here. And I, for my part, just feel like it's just not what the American people want to see.
Trump has said the hush payment to Stormy Daniels was no crime, but prosecutors believe it was. Democrats say he should be charged.
No one is above the law, not even the former president of the United States. If it's time to bring indictments, then they'll bring indictments. That's how our legal system works.
What are you saying, that people could watch your premises? Like it's going to be another riot or something?
Well, I don't know. You know, the whole thing, I have to think that they're sensationalizing it. I mean, everybody knows what he did. I mean, you know, come on.
Then it's like, he's the most godly president. Man, lady, shut up. You're so stupid.
Yeah, don't be so damn naive. Everybody knows he's a dirtbag, and he did what he...
That's the crazy part.
And you think about it, hell, it probably is past the statute of limitations by now. How long ago was that?
A long time ago. But I look at it this way. If you got enough money to pay hush money, how come you didn't pay those people that you're supposed to be donating money to? How come you didn't get them their money?
That's why I played that little funny clip, Find Me the Votes. If you really want to get after him, get him for trying to influence the election. Get him for trying to take away your vote. Who cares what he did with this porn star?
How you know when a man right now have paid hush money? You pay them to leave. That's what the side chicks, the porn chicks are. Fellas, if you're watching this, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't do it. All I'm saying is, if you got some extra money and you want to get your freak on, you pay them to leave. They're out there for that. He did exactly what any other man would have done. He paid a female to leave. Now he paying her to shut up. That's what.
You know,
ain't nothing new.
No, it really is. You're 100% correct, Larry.
There ain't nothing new, man. That's
nothing freaking new about it. You know, but yeah. And I think, though, I have to agree. I think that's a big waste of time, especially when you think the other things that are happening in New York. You know, the crime on the streets, the people in the subway. I mean, you can't even, there's a whole lot of shit going on in New York, kind of like you said with Los Angeles. You want to make a difference, start doing something about that. You know, stop trying to sensationalize yourself. I have to agree a little bit with what some of the people are saying by going after Trump when everybody already knows it.
I'm just saying Trump needs to shut his ass up and go about his business. He had his opportunity to be the president. He
Yeah.
did a horrible job.
Get out of the way.
convinced some people-
Yep. Let somebody else come in and do a better job.
Yeah, he convinced some people to like him and love him, but he had his opportunity. So going on, bro.
And then he's all worried about getting indicted, and he's calling for people. They showed that on the news. People hanging outside of Mar-a-Lago, people outside of the New York office are reinforcing it, with barricades and extra police because who knows? Who knows?
For Trump?
Yeah, because if he gets indicted, he'd have to go in there and make an appearance. So they'd probably be in there, crying, hooting. Did you see how that one girl almost called him? He was the most fantastic president.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. If you got people like that following you, I want to go to jail. If I had people like that following me, put me in jail, get me away from their ass. Golly, man, I don't want followers that naive and idiotic and so damn easy to brainwash, man. Jesus,
Well, that's the problem. I mean, yeah, come in to support the man, but don't be so damn naive.
I met some Trump people around here, and they say the same thing. I'm like, please. I'm looking at them like, lady, get up my face. Dude, get up my face, man. I want to hear that. Going on with that.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, that's the whole thing. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. Don't be naive. Own up to stuff. Take ownership. That's the problem. He doesn't take ownership, except if he thinks he, did the greatest thing ever.
He wasn't a good president. Yeah, he messed up a lot of stuff. So I'm like, he wasn't a good president. He never should have been.
You may be 100% correct, my friend. Anyhow,
he did some things, but he just,
hey, let's move on. You asked me about this. Who is going to be our asshole of the week? So let's pop up the asshole award here. And let's find out exactly who made asshole of the week.
WT this afternoon. Look at this here. This is unbelievable. A driver is now facing OVI charges after officials say they ran into an Ohio State Highway Patrol sign warning against impaired driving. Highway Patrol telling us this happened on St. Patrick's Day, of course, last Friday on State Route 32 out there in Batavia. That driver was arrested. If you see any dangerous driving on Ohio roads, you are urged to call pound 677.
They had to be drunk. You know what? Don't drive impaired. Fuck this sign. Blah. Oh man!
I present to you another man. That should be a real lesson to you. I mean, come on, now beside your car all messed up, you got pulled. You're gonna have to pay for the sign.
Man, look, some people don't care. Some people want to see the world burn, man. Some people want to see the world burn. They don't care what it takes, how much they're going to lose in the process. They want to see this damn world go down in flames.
You're right. I'm
like, to be honest, I've been in stores sometimes where people have been watching me like I'm going to steal something. I don't want to walk out and just throw shit down and kick shit out. Have you ever, one store, this guy kept following us around. I was wanting to just knock all that shit down. Fuck all this shit.
Yeah, like
I'm going to do it one day.
Yeah. When you get store security on you and what?
I want to run. And I want to run from them. I want to run.
They were
I'm
showing
knocking all down and run from them. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
They were showing some guy up here in Toledo. Actually, he's been walking in and out of Best Buys, grabbing the big screen TVs and just walking out with them on his head. Oh yeah, he snagged like a half a dozen or more of these, and they're like, Best Buy is asking for your help.
Hands-off policy. It's hilarious. Like, what, man? I ain't gonna steal nothing, but I'm knocking a bunch of shit over. If you're gonna harass me, I'm knocking your stuff over. I'm having fun that day.
Hey, let me show one other thing, and it's because, and this is kind of a combination asshole hero award, I guess. Check it out.
First, though, an armed man wearing a devil mask tries to get inside the strip club Mons Venus on Northdale Mabry early Sunday morning, but is stopped thanks to a security guard who says he was just doing his job. Surveillance video here shows the security team at the front door. When they grab the gun, they turn it on him and eventually take him down. Fox 13's Janae Lewis is live for us at TPD tonight. And Janae, we understand there were hundreds of people inside the club that night, so this could have ended badly.
This could have been a really bad situation, Allie. Police say that there were 200 people inside, but thanks to what these security guards did, that man never made it past the front door. And this whole thing happened very fast. The whole encounter lasted less than a minute, but police say these men saved lives.
Yeah. You can go shoot no strip club. They're like, no, okay. We had enough schools. We had these other places, but the strip club, no, you pushing it too far.
Isn't that crazy? No.
You
Yeah,
got
that's
the school,
horrible.
but you are not going to shoot the strip club up. I refuse to let that happen. Refuse.
Besides,
all these men
yeah.
trying to pay their money, these husbands in there spending their money to watch these breasts and coochies fly everywhere. You just interrupt that.
All the money that's being rolled into.
And mess that up. There's wrong for shooting up that school, but it's appalling to shoot up a strip club. They just no.
I mean, I'm wondering what this clown was thinking. He's going in there with what was that? One of those Nacho Libre? What is that? What do they call those?
With a big fat ass. I'm like, bro, he's being shaped.
And with a gun and stuff, and he's like trying to push past security. I'm like, security's like, what? What?
There's a whole liquor store down the street you can shoot up. Shoot the strip club up.
So I said it was kind of a combination hero because I thought that was very good. The security and whoever that else was that jumped in and like rustled the gun away from moron before 200 people in a strip club. Well, it was kind of light that night. But
yeah, they probably had their favorite girls was probably in there like, oh no, they ain't finna shoot Janice. No, not Janice. They can shoot Brandy and Monica, but they ain't finna shoot Janice. Let's get this dude. My favorite is in there. She's wearing my favorite bikini. They're not shooting this place up.
Anyhow, man, hey, Larry, talk to us.
Hey, check this out. My name is Larry Estelle. I'm the owner and a trainer. You can check me out at LRE Fitness Solutions on Facebook and LRE Fitness Solutions on Instagram also. I'm certified by NASM, National Academy of Sports and Medicine. It's a national certification. So I'm certified, all right? I know my stuff. So basically, check this out. When you start a training program, start slow and easy. Try to go about 30 minutes. 30 minutes or less, break your body in after you've seen the doctor. Find you some good cardio workout, mix some cardio in with a little bit weightlifting, light weights, high reps, no strenuous cardio, break yourself in. And usually a week, you want to do about between 75 and 150 minutes of cardio activity a week. That's along with adding your weightlifting. So remember, weightlifting when you start off, don't try to go heavy. Don't try to do power. Focus on high reps, lightweight, and get your cardio 30 minutes a day, up to 75, 150 minutes a week. Like I say, you can check me out on the IG, LRE Fitness Solutions, or you can catch me on Facebook, LRE Fitness Solutions. We keep you moving. I said that real fast. LRE Fitness Solutions. I sound so country.
We keep you moving.
We keep you moving, baby.
That's right, man. Anyhow, you know what? And this kind of goes along with health, and especially with like whatever reason dude was going off down there at the strip club, walking in thinking he's going to shoot people up. Who knows? But it's important you have good health physically and mentally, people. And you know, gaining control over your health and well-being is one of the times in life that you can be completely selfish and get away with it. And if you want to meet your goals, you have to make it all about you. You have to make it work for you and you alone. Because anything less is just a setup for failure. Mm. And I think that's even kind of how my co-host here approaches his sessions with his clients and gets them set up. So.
Let me say it one more time, Tim. So I talk too fast. You know, LRE Fitness Solutions, Instagram, Facebook, L.R.E Fitness Solutions. We keep you moving.
Oh, you got like dots and stuff in the Instagram.
Yeah, I just slow it down because so I got dots in it. You know, I got to learn how to stop talking so fast. I have a habit of doing that. You know.
Well, that's what happens, City Slicker.
Yeah, and I sound country while I'm talking fast. It's the bad part.
A fast-talking city slicker with a country accent.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
What the hell's going on here? And hey, well, I guess people will find out next week. They'll find out what the hell is going on here when Larry and I come back, because we got places to go and things to do, and we hope you enjoyed the show tonight. So, I guess until next week, right, Larry?
This
Out
week.
of here. Peace, man.